Today I will be showing you how to set up a 10-gallon cherry shrimp tank the easy way and hopefully on budget. If this interests you, let's get started. Hi, my name is Phil, and I've had a lot of customers ask me about how to set up a 10-gallon cherry shrimp tank. So I said, well, let's make a video about it. This is my first video. There'll be no editing, so it's going to be a little rough, but we'll get through it together. Now, the reason why I chose a 10-gallon tank in the first place is because of its accessibility. It's easy to get, whether you buy it new, whether you buy it used. It's out there. There's tons of them being made. There's tons of them being sold every day. And yeah, that's the reason. The water volume's just perfect for shrimp as well. Now, yes, you can go to a 5-gallon tank or a 2.5-gallon tank, especially if you want to use it like a countertop in your office or on your desktop in your office, or on your countertop. It's great for that. But the 10-gallon tank has a little bit more water volume. It's a little bit easier to control your parameters in a 10-gallon tank compared to the smaller tanks. So I would suggest the 10-gallon tank's your best bet for just starting out. Now, you can buy them new or used. I would caution you about a used tank. Yes, it's going to be a better budget, more friendly to the pocket. I know that. But a used tank is, you don't know where it's been. You don't know what chemicals have been used. You don't know what medications have been used in that tank. Now, shrimp, Neocaridina shrimp, red cherry shrimp, are very, very sensitive to copper. And there's a lot of medications out there that contain copper. And copper can also absorb into your silicone. So it doesn't matter how well you clean your tank, you could kill your shrimp colony with copper. It'll just wipe them out, and you won't be wondering why. And you'll add more, and they'll wipe them out, and you'll still be wondering why. So I would suggest going with a brand new tank. That way it eliminates all those problems and early issues that you may have or run into. Next on after the tank, is substrate. Now, substrate basically is what goes along the bottom of your tank. Yes, you can just do a bare bottom tank, but at least the substrate will give you a lot more beneficial bacteria. It helps you filter. It actually filters your water too, your substrate, and it actually will grow biofilm. Now, biofilm is very important to your shrimp. It's what, especially shrimplets, when you're little babies, that's what they'll eat when they're first born. But biofilm is a big part of the shrimp's diet, so you must have that in your tank. So today I am going with a black, thicker gravel. It's more like stones. It's a river stone, basically, a black river stone. You can use other substrates like sand. You can use just your normal aquarium gravel. You can also use like Eco Complete, which is great for plant growth and stuff in your tank. One thing I would say about the substrates is go with a darker color, especially if you're going to carry like red cherry shrimps or yellow cherry shrimps or orange cherry shrimps, because they'll really shine and stand out on this. If you're going to use a blue cherry shrimp, like a dark blue, like an ocean, or a super blue cherry shrimp, then I would say go with a light sand or something like that, or a light gravel. That's probably the best for it. Eco Complete comes in a red and a black, so the black would work great for your reds and your yellows and your orange cherry shrimp. Not a problem at all. So we'll just dump that in here now. Bear with me, this is going to get a little bit noisy. There, hard part's done. Spread it out a little. Now these river stones that I'm using here, I've had before, so they were just hanging around in the old tank, so I just grabbed them out of that, and that's what we're using here today. Now, all the substrates I've talked about were inert substrates. That basically means that they won't change the parameters of your water. If you wanted more information on this, I will be doing another video on it. Please leave a link please leave a comment in the description if you would like to see that video, and I will do that video up for you. No problem. The next item we should talk about is the pump. So I use an air pump. I use a sponge filter and some airline tubing. This is great for filtering your tank. This is the one I had lying around. It's kind of big for this tank, but it'll serve the purpose. You can pick these up very cheap online at your local fish store. Everybody should be carrying this. I don't know if PetSmart carries them or not, but your local fish stores should. I am probably about an hour from a fish store where I live, and yeah, so I usually order them online. And one thing about the sponge filter is that it'll not only filter your water, but this is great for beneficial bacteria and biofilm buildup, which you'll see the shrimp actually spending most of the time on your sponge filter, eating the beneficial bacteria, or not eating the beneficial bacteria, but eating on the biofilm, right? So that's very, very important. To install that, run your hose through. Now I like to add an air stone to my sponge filter. This makes the bubbles a little smaller in the coming up through the uplift tube, and just reduces the noise a little, because the quieter the tank is, the better tank. So simple as that. I just put the airline tubing right straight through, and I attach the air stone to it in this particular filter. That's the only way it can be done. Pop it in there. Now just to show you the inside of the filter as well, it's very simple. That's all there is to it. So to clean this, you would take this out, rinse it in aquarium water. Only has to be done, if you ask me, in my opinion, 6 months, if that. The biofilm on it is very important for your shrimp, so you don't want to take it out if you don't have to. Now this is for a shrimp only tank. That's all we are doing today, is a cherry shrimp only tank. So again, I'm going to attach that to my pump, and that'll be all set and ready to go. That's all we're going to do with that right now until we get the water into the tank. Next after that, spread it around a little. I like to add a little bit of debris, whether it be leaf litter, whether it be alder cones, whether it be like leaf litter can be catappa leaves, Indian almond leaves. I use maple leaves, or I even use oak leaves. These are ones that I had in another tank. There's an oak leaf. We'll throw that in there. I've soaked them, boiled them a little. Make sure you collect these around your property. If you have a property that you can, where there's no like road traffic or anything like that, make sure it's like in the woods where it's safe for all chemicals and stuff like that. I usually boil them anyway before I put them in, but I'm just going to spread that around. These are great for building up biofilm as well. Notice I've said biofilm several times in this video. So important for your shrimp and baby shrimp to have biofilm. Driftwood would be the next option for you. I have a couple pieces lying around. You don't have to have driftwood in your 10-gallon tank, but it's a great, it'll build up biofilm as well. Again, biofilm. So we'll just add these back here. Spread these out a little bit more. Put some more of these in the back. And you'll see shrimp on these all the time, on these leaves, as well as the wood, which meaning they're just loving it. Looking pretty good so far. After that, I would add some plants. Now plants is the #1 thing you can add to your tank. It's going to be the start of life in your tank. Now the plants I usually use are hardy plants. I have hard water because I'm on a well where I'm at, and my plants are usually hornwort, guppy grass, Java fern, Java moss. If you want to do like duckweed, you can. Just remember, duckweed goes all over the place, spreads. It's not the best. We'll stick that down here. Another piece of hornwort here. And we're going to stick that in here. And what else do we have? Some more hornwort. This stuff will grow and spread like crazy. Try and get everything in place where you want it now. If you have to order plants, you can order plants. You can buy plants at PetSmart. They're cheap enough to get. I would say $8 a plant. But once the plants are in, the best thing is to leave the tank alone, to do not disturb it after that. So once that is all in, it's up to you whether you want to use a lid for your tank. The lids do provide some extra heat, I guess, for your tank. So it won't let the heat come out of your tank as good. It'll hold your heat, so it'll bring your bill down a little bit for your heating bill. It'll also keep shrimp, in your tank, that they won't jump out. Not that I've had that many jump out on me anyway. You could also, if you didn't want to use a lid, you could also use duckweed or a floating plant like redwood floaters or anything like that, where it'll cover the top of your tank anyway. So that'll keep it pretty good as well. But evaporation for your lid, it'll keep your water in your tank so you won't have to top it off as often or anything like that. And yeah, so a lid is completely optional. Sometimes people will want to get a piece of driftwood that comes out a little of the tank. So yeah, a lid would intrude with that. But most of the times I will use a lid up here because I'm in northern New Brunswick, like I said before, and it gets cold in the winter. So the lid helps on the overall heating bill. The only other option after that is a light. Now I just use this one's a 24-inch LED light that I usually buy off of Amazon. I get them in a package of 8 or 10 or 12 of them, and I just spread them around like that. You can buy them anywheres in your local hardware store, Home Depots, anything like that. You can get LED lights for fairly cheap. So that's not an issue in price point there. Once that is all set up, you got your lid, light. Guess what? You have a 10-gallon cherry shrimp tank. Isn't that wonderful? There. We'll turn it on. We'll get this pump going. I'm going to pour some water in here in a little bit. And then I'm going to add my shrimp. I have a couple shrimp in here. I don't know if you can see them. Bring it right up close. Can you see them there swimming around here on the side? Oh, they're coming to the side now. There. So I'm going to add them into the tank right now. No, wait. We don't want to add shrimp yet. Why? Well, the tank now has to seed. I forgot one rock with a little bit of Java fern. It's so big it's hard to see. Just an extra piece of Java fern I had lying around, so I attached it to one of the pebbles. So I'm going to add that in there. Right here in the corner of the back, right there. Perfect. So this is the hardest part about this tank. Let's shut this light off here. A 10-gallon cherry shrimp tank, once it's set up, everybody's excited. Everybody wants to put the shrimp in there right away. You will kill your shrimp. A tank needs to grow. I could say, like a lot of people will say, it takes 6 weeks to get your tank up and seed it, but it really depends. The plants will help that, speed it up, but you'll start to see signs of life. The first signs you might see is little algae growing on the glass, or you might see a snail or two moving around your tank that came in on your plants that you weren't aware of. Welcome to the snail family. It happens all the time. Other things you'll notice is little microorganisms swimming around your tank, crawling around your glass, stuff like that. As well, your plants will show new leaves, new growth, and life has started in your tank once you see that. To confirm that you have biofilm, a good way to do that is to run your finger along the inside of your tank. If it comes out and it's slimy, you have biofilm, and your tank is pretty much ready to go. You know, you could think to yourself, I can cheat this by adding some beneficial bacteria, comes in the bottles there, dump that in, but it's not like a fish tank. This is a shrimp tank. and it's a different parameters. The shrimp are really, really sensitive, and they really need you to go slow before you add them. I know we all want to put them in there as fast as we can and watch our little buddies move around and recreate and have a whole bunch of shrimp in our tank, but it's best that you wait. And that's it. Your 10-gallon tank is ready. You will know when it's ready if you watch for life. Wait for life. Don't be impatient. Again, my name is Phil. We run a little business. I'm a local breeder of shrimp up here in northern New Brunswick. Yeah, if you like what you've heard today, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think of the first video that we've done, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.